I'm 67 and I've stopped chasing people. Here's why I'm 67, and these days I no longer chase after people, and I want to share why that decision has brought me peace, not loneliness. Reaching this age brings clarity. We begin to see time differently, understand relationships more deeply, and realize the quiet power of choosing ourselves. For most of my life, I poured myself into others. I showed up, I listened, I stayed loyal, often at the cost of my own well-being. But somewhere along the way, I learned something vital. Not everyone is meant to walk your whole journey with you. And that's not a tragedy, it's a gift in disguise. In this video, I'll share the life lessons that shaped this realization, from how I've redefined connection, to the unexpected joy of solitude, to what really matters when you have more years behind you than ahead. If you've ever felt unseen, underappreciated, or simply exhausted by always being the one who gives, this might resonate with you. So go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the Timeless Reflections channel. Let's explore what it truly means to grow wiser with age. 1. Time feels sacred. Now. When you're young, time feels endless. You spend it freely, sometimes wastefully. But at 67, I feel time pressing gently on my shoulder, reminding me every day that it's finite. This isn't a source of fear, it's a compass. I no longer give my time away carelessly. I ask, does this bring peace? Is this aligned with the life I want to live? I used to attend every event, answer every call, even when I was drained. Now, I choose moments that feed my soul, like watching the sun rise with a cup of tea, or having a heart-to-heart with someone who truly sees me. Time, I've realized, isn't something to be filled, it's something to be honored. This shift has taught me to simplify not just my schedule, but my relationships. I've stopped engaging in conversations that feel like performances. I've stopped saying yes when I mean no. Now, I choose depth over noise. A slow walk with a thoughtful friend beats a crowded party every single time. 2. Relationships evolve, and so do we. There's a myth that relationships should last forever, that if they fade, we've failed. But aging has shown me something else. Some people are only meant to be in a chapter, not the whole book. I used to stretch myself thin, trying to keep every relationship alive. I remembered birthdays, reached out first, forgave too quickly. I thought that made me loyal. But loyalty without reciprocity becomes self-neglect. Now, I look for mutuality, for balance. I ask, is this connection nourishing, or is it one-sided? Do I feel heard, or merely useful? As I let go of draining relationships, I made room for more authentic ones. The ones that stayed, the ones that grew with me, those are the treasures. And for the ones that didn't, I carry no bitterness, only gratitude for what they were and peace in releasing what they no longer are. 3. Trust isn't given, it's earned. At this age, I'm more cautious with trust, not bitter, just wiser. When I was younger, I believed the best in everyone. I offered trust like a gift, no strings attached. But experience has taught me that trust, once broken, can take years if ever to rebuild. Some people revealed their true colors in moments I didn't expect. A friend who disappeared when I needed support. A loved one who saw my kindness as weakness. Painful lessons, but necessary ones. Now I trust slowly. I look for consistency, not charm. I listen more to actions than words. And most importantly, I trust my own intuition. If something feels off, I no longer ignore it. I've learned to honor that inner voice. It's been right more times than I can count. Trust isn't about building walls, it's about setting respectful boundaries. I still believe in good people. I still welcome connection, but only when it feels genuine and safe. 4. Solitude isn't loneliness. One of the most surprising things I've learned is that solitude, when chosen, is a form of self-love. There's a deep stillness that comes with spending time alone. It allows space for reflection, creativity, and rest. I used to fear being alone. Now I crave it. In silence, I've found clarity. In quiet, I've rediscovered myself not as a parent, friend, or partner, but as simply me. That's something many people don't discover until later in life. You are enough without an audience. Sure, connection matters, but so does self-connection. And I've learned that when you truly enjoy your own company, you stop looking for others to complete you. 5. The world has changed. And so have the pace of the world today is relentless. Everyone's always on, always scrolling, always multitasking. And sometimes, I feel like I'm standing still while the world races by. But I don't see that as a bad thing. I've learned to find joy in slowing down, in listening fully, in being present. While technology has connected us in incredible ways, it's also created a kind of emotional distance. I miss the days when people made time for each other without needing a calendar invite, when neighbors dropped by just to chat, when families gathered without phones at the table. Now I choose to bring that energy into my own life. I write letters. I call instead of text. I cook meals from scratch, not just for nourishment, but for the ritual. Yes, the world has changed, but I believe we still get to decide how we move through it. So, why have I stopped chasing people? Because I've finally realized that my worth isn't tied to who chooses me, it's tied to how I choose myself. Letting go isn't loss, it's growth. It's the act of clearing space for what's real, what's reciprocal, and what brings peace. At 67, I no longer carry the weight of trying to be everything to everyone. I'm just being me, and that's enough. If anything in this message speaks to you, know this. It's okay to release what no longer serves you. It's okay to protect your peace. And it's more than okay to love your own company. Don't fear the quiet. That's where wisdom lives. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this video brought you comfort or clarity, I'd love it if you liked it, left a comment, and subscribed. Together, we're not just growing older, we're growing wiser. Until next time, take good care of yourself.